An Introduction to Infodynamic Psychology by Ray Mansouri. Sometimes people experience a mood or emotion without any consciously known reason. Sometimes people experience a thought without any linked memories. Sometimes people remember memories that are emotionally confusing. Sometimes people experience a memory or thought without any related emotions. Sometimes people draw an incorrect conclusion regarding themselves, others, their future, or the world. Sometimes people experience frequent and intense negative moods. Sometimes thoughts, emotions, and/or memories surface automatically to the conscious level of the mind. Such problems involve affect, cognition, and memory. Infodynamic psychology offers a model of the mind to help increase the understanding of why people experience certain moods and thoughts and how to restructure mental content and processes. Infodynamic psychology is not a standalone theory, yet it is a theory designed to bolster other theories such as cognitive behavioral therapy, psychodynamics, and systems theory. Introducing the fundamental memory component, which is the core informational unit of the thought-form complex. The fundamental memory component is composed of up to 3 informational subunits which are related to each other. It is composed and are processed via primitive cognitive processes. The 3 informational memory subunits are composed of representations of still or animated images, sounds, and sensations. The fundamental memory component is initially constructed and later reconstructed by mechanisms that function on an unconscious level of the mind. After formation, the fundamental memory component is linked to an affective tag that assigns an emotional value to the fundamental memory component. This is accomplished through affective processes and results in visceral activation. For example, a bad memory of an experience is assigned a negative emotional value, such as fear, guilt, or shame. Affective tags stay assigned to their corresponding fundamental memory component. Next, the partially complete thought form complex may be assigned a primary cognitive tag. This is accomplished via higher cognitive processes which result in the construction of verbal thoughts. Sometimes the mind may fail to assign a cognitive tag to a fundamental memory component. Other times, the mind may assign a maladaptive cognitive tag to a fundamental memory component. More than one, even opposing, affective and/or cognitive tags can be assigned to a single fundamental memory component. Negative affective tags are given precedence, priority, and importance. Up to 3 different categories of primary cognitive tags can be assigned to a fundamental memory component. These include descriptive cognitive tags, identification cognitive tags, and conclusive cognitive tags. Identification cognitive tags are used to identify the experience or the fundamental memory component. For example, the memory of an image of a tree may have the identification tag of tree assigned to it. Each subunit of the fundamental memory component may be assigned a sub-identification primary cognitive tag. Descriptive primary cognitive tags may be used to help further describe an experience or procedure. The conclusive primary cognitive tag may be used to reflect back on the fundamental memory component and to draw conclusions about oneself relative to their experience. For example, after failing an exam, a person may come to the conclusion that they are incompetent. A secondary cognitive tag can be assigned to the affective component of the thought form complex. Secondary cognitive tags are used to reflect back on the emotional instead of the memory component of the thought form complex. A secondary affective tag can be assigned to the conclusive tag in order to evaluate the thought. For example, a person may assign a negative affective tag, such as sadness, to the conclusive thought that they are incompetent. This is an example of a relatively complete thought form complex which can now be restructured accordingly. A new experience causes a new thought form complex to be constructed, which prompts other similar older thought form complexes to become activated as they are associated with each other. This serves as a trigger of sorts for other memories and their linked emotions and or thoughts to get activated. Associations are carried out with older thought form complexes in order to help understand and define the experience in question. This process is carried out on an unconscious level of the mind. As other thought form complexes get activated, they may surface to the subconscious or conscious level of the mind. After associations and other affective and cognitive processes have taken place, the thought form complex can be stored and recalled for later use. Thereby, new experiences can trigger the activation of old memories and their linked emotions and or thoughts, or old memories can be recalled or retro-recalled, which then surface to the subconscious or conscious level of the mind with their linked emotions and or thoughts. Due to association, recall, or retro-recall, the thought form complex is prompted to surface to the conscious level of the mind. As the thought form complexes start to surface, they are held down by various mechanisms, thus only certain components surface. In this case, only the affective tags surface to the conscious level of the mind, thus the person may not know why they are experiencing a particular emotion or mood. It is possible that a complete thought form complex may surface to the conscious level of the mind. This presentation has been brought to you by Ray Mansouri. For more information, you can buy the book Infodynamic Psychology by Ray Mansouri, available on Amazon.com and in electronic versions. For more information, you can visit www.infodynamicpsychology.com.